Shah Rukh and Gauri came to Dubai, they actually stayed in my house after the shows got over. I'm saying that's how casual life was back then. Abhi to you can't even imagine those things. The shows got over and they wanted to extend their stay in Dubai. So they said, Ki, you have a house, can we stay? I said, yeah. So we all stayed in my house. Salman at that time was quite the prankster. Was constantly playing pranks on the set and very happy-go-lucky and jovial. Always feeding us lots of food. His mom was always sending loads of food. And I spent a lot of time in his house also, eating their home-cooked meals. They're such a hospitable family. I do remember I was a bit obsessive about Rekha ji.
And you worked with her in your very first film.
In my very first film, can you imagine? I started that movie with Dimple ji. And some date issues happened. And the next thing I knew, I'm walking on the set and there's Rekha ji in front of me. I almost died and went to heaven. I was like so happy and so excited. When my husband proposed to me, he wrote an entire book.
Wow.
An entire book with pictures of me, and every picture had one poetry attached which he had wrote himself. So that was pretty romantic. Hi, I'm Sheba and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama. Keep watching.
If you love the era of 90s, you definitely love her. Welcoming Sheba Akashdeep. Welcome to Bollywood Hungama, and I'm so excited to do this interview. And I don't know if you remember this, but I've been chasing you for a pretty long time now.
I feel so important now.
Of course. So let's begin the conversation. I really want to ask you that, you are not from this industry and you are not even from India technically, as in you were living in Dubai. So how did a girl in Dubai just land in Bollywood?
I think it's a pure case of destiny where it has to take you. It takes you without a flight. So I was a student and दूर तक मेरी family में कोई था नहीं ना industry में. There was nobody I knew. I was not related to anybody. So just imagine somebody living so far away, suddenly randomly I land up in a mainstream Hindi Bollywood film of one of the biggest makers, Sunil Dutt Saab. So it was all a very big and happy coincidence.
I see. But when you became an actress, did you like the idea of being an actress? Did you enjoy the fame, the glamour?
I didn't like it. I loved it. I loved it so much that I didn't go back to studying. I was still a student when I started doing the movie, and I thought कि I'll do one film and I'll go and start studying and finish the rest of my education. But it didn't happen.
So how did Mr. Sunil Dutt spot you?
So what I did was in school, as a part-time hobby, I used to model in the weekends for these Indian saris. The Indian clothes market was very big in Dubai, and I was one of the only models over there. In the weekends, I used to wear hundreds and hundreds of saris and salwar kameezes and pose. And those photos were everywhere, all over Dubai, in flight magazines, all these Japanese and French brands of saris and all used to advertise over there. तो उन्होंने देख ली वो photo and he found me through and through and through. It's easy to find someone if you want to, even जब internet का ज़माना नहीं था. And he called me down to meet him, and that's how it began, the journey.
So do you remember the first day on the set, and were you comfortable with acting, or it took you some time to get into the groove?
Dutt Saab was very interesting in that before the film started, he had an entire series of workshops for me. So he called a diction coach because he wanted me to get rid of that twang, that Americanized accent that I had. He wanted my language to be clean, मतलब बोली साफ ज़बान बोलनी चाहिए. हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में आ रहे हो तो हिंदी आनी चाहिए properly. So I had a language and diction person. I had an acting coach. I had to watch the music being made of the film. I sat in story sittings. I did the whole 9 yards. It was like an entire undergrad course, so to speak, in filmmaking with him. He was a very patient mentor to have. So he said, as an actor, I feel it's very important what you do behind the scenes as well. So it was like an entire undergrad course I did with him. He made me do everything behind the scenes. तो मैंने इतना कुछ दत्त साहब के साथ before I started shooting the film सीख लिया, हम बहुत सारे scenes picturize करते थे. He would call the actual cameraman who was a very senior cameraman, Ramji, he's not no more, and he would be there. He was the director himself, and they would picturize scenes in the office to watch me work. So I was completely comfortable with the process by the time I actually went on the set.
Great. You know, I have to ask you, what was your first fan experience that blew your mind?
I do remember this one junior who used to come on my sets very often, who was pretty much every film mein she would be there, and the first thing my makeup room mein she would knock and she would give me one tiffin of food. Every day her mother would prepare something and send for me, especially on the sets. So that was one of my first experiences with how fans love their actors. You know, something dry fruit, halwa, कुछ बन के सालों तक. अगर मेरा सेट कहीं और भी होता and she would be shooting somewhere else, for example, in the morning she would land up on my set and give it into my makeup room and then go and start working. So I guess that's one of my first actual fan experiences, which I translate as love.
Right, definitely. I have to ask you this question, like in today's time, you know, we don't talk about like the time or the duration where, like, you know, duration of an actress or something like that, like, you know, your shelf life. That thing is not discussed anymore, and we are so glad.
You hope.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope, but it's changed a lot, right, since the 90s.
Not really.
Really? Like, why would you say that?
Because if you go to see actors' shelf life is way longer than ours. The same actors who you work with even now, say a girl has worked with him 10 years before. 10 years later, that actor's moved on to the newer kid on the block. He's no longer working with that actor that he worked with 10 years ago. And that actor has now begun to do, say, heroine-centric roles or roles with lesser known actors. Because the very known actors still go with the younger and younger lot. You see, the heroines are getting younger. So it's not changed. You hope they have changed. You wish they change. But it doesn't change. The heroes remain the age they are, the girls are getting younger.
As an actress, did you have this insecurity that, you know, as an actress, I only have these many years when it comes to my shelf life and then I might have to say goodbye?
Actually, I came from an era, all of us, I feel, the 90s wali girls jo hum the, we were not that professional and that committed. We were like falling in love left, right and center and enjoying our journey, and you know, we weren't really that serious, I feel. To get insecure as such कि मेरी shelf life इतनी है सोचा ही नहीं, इतना thought process ही नहीं डाला in the craft.
But what did you think that, like, these are my strengths as an actor and these are my weaknesses? Like, did you try to hone your craft in that era?
I think I'm doing it more now.
Yeah.
That time I was still too young and too flighty.
Yeah.
I was just going with the flow. इतनी सारी फिल्में करने लग गई थी at the same time that there was no time to think things through. जैसे now people I see do one film at a time, finish it and then start the next. So they do workshops. Like now, whatever films I've done, we've had readings for them, like round table readings of the entire script. We get to learn about each character, etc. हमारे time में नहीं होता था. हम script सेट पे बैठे होते थे, स्क्रिप्ट लिख के हमारे हाथ में आती थी.
Wow.
You know,
that's
so,
also a talent to memorize everything like this.
Yeah. So no, didn't think things through too much.
I really want to ask you that, you know, in one of the interviews, Kajol said that, you know, the only thing that I want to change about the 90s is vanity vines. I wish there were vanity vines back then. So it must be very difficult for an actress especially, right? So how did you manage getting ready, costumes without vanity vans?
Actually, I was quite a tomboy always.
Yeah.
And I always like to look for the glimmer in every day, and I realized I was like that back then also. So I looked for the silver lining everywhere. मुझे हर चीज़ मज़ा ही लगती थी. So I would try and discover things, like because I was from Dubai, I would make my mom send me like those zip up outdoor curtains which would come with a rod, for example. You know, there was those camping things available, tents. कि outdoor में काम आएगा.
Yeah.
So I had made like a whole game out of it. I actually enjoyed it. So 90s में if I had to go back and change anything, it would only be my choice of films. Everything else was fun, hunky dory, best crop of actors coming up at the same time as me. All your current lot of A-listers were the 90s wale. So it was a great time to be an actor.
But do you remember the first time you got your own vanity van?
How can I forget this? In fact, I was so fascinated, I told my father about it, and my father said, I will make you your own vanity van and you travel everywhere with it. Because I was like, whoa, it has its own room and its own bathroom, and it's, you know, it's a house, it's a traveling house.
Right.
So my dad insisted that he wants to buy me one of my own. So that's how fascinated I was with it.
How lovely. Okay, which is that one performance जो आपको लगता है कि आप बहुत अच्छी थी, आपने अपना 100% दिया, but maybe due to some reasons it didn't get its due.
Maybe Suryavanshi, maybe my first film Ye Aag Kab Bujhegi, which got a lot of critical acclaim, got seen by the president. It got a lot of awards, but it didn't really get the due it deserved. And for a first film, I was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, other films also, like the films might not have done well, but you were such a natural in all those films.
Yeah, I was enjoying myself, which I think came across. I was really enjoying my work, whether it was Pyar Ka Saya or where I played a boy in Hum Hai Kamal Ke. I played an auto rickshaw driver.
Yeah.
So I learned how to ride an auto rickshaw in the streets of Mumbai. So I enjoyed
method acting, like that's actually like, you know, learning the things and whatever is
नहीं
required
अभी
for the
ड्राइविंग
role.
आप वो मेथड में नहीं आती बिकॉज
Okay.
मेथड एक्टिंग मैंने फर्स्ट फिल्म में ज़रूर की थी बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर दैट व्हेन आई वाज शूटिंग द क्लाइमैक्स ऑफ दैट मूवी जहाँ पर डाउरी के लिए मेरे ऊपर केरोसिन डाल रहे हैं एंड जला रहे हैं दत्त साहब डिड नॉट लेट मी स्पीक टू माई को स्टार्स टू माई स्टाफ ही सेड सिट इन द कॉर्नर एंड क्राई ऑल डे बिकॉज यूर getting burnt and I want that frame of mind. So method acting Dutt Saab ne सिखाई थी कि be in the mood of the character, don't get out of mood. And उस time mobiles वगैरह तो थे नहीं distract होने के लिए. तो I was punished in the whole climax कि किसी से बात ही नहीं करनी. Be in that thought कि तुम्हें जलाया जा रहा है, you're going through a bad marriage, that whole process.
But did it affect you?
It affected my performance. I became a great actor.
Yeah, but mentally, like, you know, many
I mean, and
actors
उस दिन से लेके आज दिन तक मैं ग्लिसरीन कभी नहीं यूज करती क्राइंग सीन में.
Wow, that's
वो इतनी मेथड एक्टिंग आ गई अंदर से कि इफ यू से क्राई खट करके आई स्टार्ट क्राइंग.
You know, we have to talk about Rocky और रानी की प्रेम कहानी. So, of course, you discussed that, you know, that kissing scene that it came to you. So, how did you approach it? Because, you know, everyone who watched it in the theaters were also like really surprised that we were not expecting, like, you know. So how did you approach that scene when it came to you?
So when I first got offered that part, I took my time to think about it. I discussed it with my family as well. I said, "ऐसा ऐसा है. It's the opening of the film. It's a fun sequence, and there's nothing sleazy about it. It's very senior actor, A-list film, best production." So then immediately everybody is like, "Yeah, go for it. Have fun." And it turned out to be a fun and a cute scene which brings a smile to your face.
Definitely.
So that whole film just brings a smile to your face.
I agree.
So I think it was a great decision.
Okay. Which are your upcoming films now?
So now I have Fateh coming up on next month, which is a thriller and an action film starring Sonu Sood. I have a very interesting part of a very गाँव वाली ठेठ पंजाबन औरत. Makeup free, not a speck of makeup on my face. That's how Sonu saw my character, and I enjoyed playing that part. We went to the interiors of Punjab to shoot my particular part, and even the clothes, the color of the entire palette of that character was very well defined.
Great. So going back to the 90s, who were your friends in the industry?
So I've said this before, at that point of time your friends were project to project. तो आप जिस प्रोजेक्ट में जिस टाइम काम कर रहे थे, जैसे जब मैं सलमान के साथ काम कर रही थी उस टाइम पे वो मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड था, मैं अक्षय के साथ काम कर रही थी वो मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड था, राहुल के साथ काम कर रही थी वो मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड था, सैफ के साथ कर रही थी वो मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड. सो आप जिस टाइम वो फिल्म कर रहे हैं या उस दौर में योर मीटिंग कॉन्स्टेंटली, दे बिकम लाइक योर फ्रेंड एंड फैमिली फॉर दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. एंड देन एवरीबडी मूव्स ऑन बिकॉज सबके काम है, शूटिंग में बिजी हैं, अपने यू नो लाइफ में बिजी, ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं. एंड उस टाइम मोबाइल्स नहीं थे टू कीप टच सो मच ना. हम लैंडलाइन पे डिपेंडेंट थे टू कीप आवर रिलेशंस गोइंग. सो वी वर सो डिपेंडेंट ऑन जस्ट बीइंग इन टच व्हेन वी सॉ ईच अदर.
Right. So, how did you handle the male attention? That you're such a beautiful woman. I'm sure that you must have gotten a lot of male attention on sets and off set.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I didn't take flirtations that seriously.
Yeah.
It was all one big, like I grew up in a co-ed school.
Right.
So girls and boys weren't this कि conversations अलग होनी चाहिए and
Right.
You know watch your mouth what you're saying in mixed company, वो सब नहीं था. So I think it was just a very healthy part of being appreciated or admired or liked. You know, nobody was going beyond your limits or something, as long as everything is happening in a fun and light way. And it's
What was the most romantic thing somebody did for you? It's okay if you don't take names, that's fine. But like, you know, okay, this person really likes me, like that kind of proof that you
so
got.
when my husband proposed to me,
Yeah.
he wrote an entire book,
Wow.
an entire book with pictures of me, and every picture had one poetry attached which he had wrote himself.
Wow.
It was like an entire novel proposing to me. So that was pretty romantic. Then once he flew down to New York just for a day to see me, because I was doing the world tour with Shah Rukh and
Yeah.
Salman at that point of time.
Yeah.
And he was shooting here for multiple things. And he had just that one day, and I was going to land in New York that particular day for a show. He came in the morning and he left in the
Oh
evening.
my god, that's adorable.
That's like pretty romantic. That's as romantic as you can get. So yeah, there have been some pretty fun things in my life.
That's great. Share any like nice anecdote about Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan and Akshay Kumar, because you worked all with all these stars.
I think so. At that point of time, we were all very casual with each other. Like
Yeah.
Salman at that time was quite the prankster. Was constantly playing pranks on the set and very happy-go-lucky and jovial.
Yeah.
Always feeding us lots of food. His mom was always sending loads of food. And I spent a lot of time in his house also, eating their home cooked meals. They're such a hospitable family. Then Sunil के साथ I remember he played a prank on me जो उसको ही भारी पड़ा because the shoot had to get cancelled. The prank was just so.
What happened?
He gave me something to eat मस्ती में, thinking I'll split it out, and I didn't realize it was a pan and I ate it.
Okay.
And it was एक मतलब किसी यूनिट वाले का पान था, उसमें कुछ होगा तंबाकू वंबाकू.
Oh God.
और मुझे आदत नहीं है तो मैं इतना प्यूक व्यूक करने लगी कि शूटिंग पैक.
Oh god.
So it was and then Shah Rukh and Gauri came to Dubai. They actually stayed in my house after the shows got over. I'm saying that's how casual life was back then. Abhi to you can't even imagine those things. The shows got over and they wanted to extend their stay in Dubai. So they said ki you have a house, can we stay? I said yeah. So we all stayed in my house. Saif used to do the most amazing impersonations of Remington Steele, one character who I used to love on TV, and he used to watch that show as well. So in the mornings when we would be shooting in Ooty, he would phone me up in P.S. Brosnan's voice to say good morning. So I was like, oh yay. So yeah, so we were all like growing up together at that point of time.
So on which set you had the most fabulous time, and on which set you felt that okay, this was a hard time?
Actually, I had fun on all my sets.
Wow.
It was like, got along. I'm a people's person, so I literally get along with everybody.
Right.
So I end up having a lot of fun. One particular set I didn't have good fun because I ended up having a fight with the producer and the actor. In one particular film, I ended up suing that producer.
Okay.
So एक आधा खराब experience रहा, which was very rare. So बाकी all fun and games.
तो जब आप दुबई में बड़े हो रहे थे तो आप बॉलीवुड मूवीज देखते थे और आपको मतलब कौन पसंद थे उस time
Not so
पर?
much.
Not so much.
Didn't used to watch Bollywood films so much, but I do remember I was a bit obsessive about Rekha ji.
And you worked with her in your very first film.
In my very first
Yeah.
film, can you imagine? I started that movie with Dimple G.
Ji.
And some date issues happened. And the next thing I knew, I'm walking on the set and there's Rekha ji in front of me. I almost died and went to heaven. I was like so happy and so excited. And she was the most wonderful star to work with. She was such a good mentor. She would let me sit and watch her do makeup. She would hand her doggy to me and that doggy would constantly be in my goodie. When my doggy passed away during that movie, she was the first person who came to my house at night to
Yeah.
condole.
Because she is also
She
so fond
herself
of-
is an animal
yeah,
lover.
yeah.
So it was like a dream come true working with her.
You know, you were talking about dogs and your pet just came, okay?
All
Yeah.
of them came.
Yeah. So you have 13 dogs if I'm not wrong?
No, these are 7 and I have 3 in Delhi.
Okay. So tell me about, like, I have never, as I mentioned before chatting with you, I'm sorry, I'm a bit scared. As I-
Bite, chew.
so I've never seen anybody who has so many dogs together. So what's the story? Like, I'm sure that you love them so much, that's why the number
So I
is
work with
so high.
animal welfare and rescue. So a lot of people know me for my work that I do with animals.
Yeah.
I'm constantly rehoming and rescuing dogs. I do sterilizations and feeding of stray dogs and a lot of work with animals basically. I'm very avid animal lover. Both my parents are. So the girls were rescued from Yoda, which is another animal rescue organization, and then the girl got pregnant and she had babies, and I'm not giving any away. So all of them are here, living in one happy family.
Wow, that's so heart touching that, you know, because as I mentioned, you know, most people, they keep one pup and they give away the
They
rest,
give them
but
away,
yeah.
and then people like me have a tough time finding homes because they invariably give them away when they've grown up a little.
Right.
Luckily, there are very kind-hearted people now who
Yeah.
are willing to adopt grown-up dogs.
Yeah.
But otherwise, everybody wants a small puppy, and the minute the puppy is a little bigger, they want to give it away. It's too much hard work, you know. So irresponsible humans भी बहुत हैं दुनिया में.
That's true. That's true. But thanks to you that, you know, all these souls are living a wonderful life.
I'm thankful to them that I feel so full of gratitude and love that they come into my life.
How lovely. Did you ever feel betrayal from somebody in the industry?
Many people
So how did you handle that? Or
with tears and trauma.
really? Would you
Like-
like to share an incident?
Like for example, कि मैं एक film के लिए I've been chosen and I know I've signed on the dotted line कि I'm going to be doing this huge film, and the next thing I know my secretary comes and tells me अरे नहीं वो heroine replace हो गई
Okay.
just before you go on the set.
And did you get to know the reason?
Yeah, you always know the reason. Na? It's either the actor who does that or somebody hits you below the belt, because there's only so many roles and so many actors.
Right.
So it is heartbreaking for an actor. So of course it happens. Your heart breaks constantly as an actor.
That's but I mean that's really sad, but I guess that also what
It also
makes you-
it gives you extreme highs. Our
Yeah.
profession, when it gives you highs, the unimaginable highs you get in this line, but unimaginable lows as well. Both extremes are too much.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Sunshine, sparky.
So talking about your married life, you mentioned that, you know, how romantic your husband has been with you. So how has your relationship evolved over the years after getting married?
I think the way it has evolved is in the fact that my husband never expected me to change, and vice versa. We are very respectful of each other. We are very respectful of each other's families.
Yeah.
We are both very family oriented, and I think that keeps the relationship going. I think in a marriage, the first thing you must look for in your partner is respect.
Yeah.
So if you respect each other, you're never going to go wrong.
That's there. That's there. Are you spiritual as a person?
I'm extremely religious.
Okay.
If that's the question you're asking.
Yeah.
I'm extremely religious. I do a lot of मंदिर जाती हूँ, पूजा करती हूँ. मेरे घर में गणपति is like one शादी का माहौल. and I've done all my Jyotirling, सारे Jyotirling कर लिए
Wow.
मैंने. I go to Devi Darshan a lot. So yes, I'm extremely religious for sure.
Yeah.
Spiritual, maybe. Spirituality comes into worship when you're doing, say, jap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Would you-
extremely idol worship type of person.
Amazing. Would you like to share any miracle that happened in your life that proved that okay, yeah, God is with me?
Nah. I stopped looking for signs. I
Okay.
pray for peace of mind,
Yeah.
but I don't really pray for miracles. I
I
tried, it doesn't really work.
Okay. All right. So, how did your husband approach you? I think guys were working together, right?
Yes.
in-
We did, he directed me in 3 movies.
Three movies.
Yes.
So did you like him first or he liked you first? That's always the nice thing when the guy approaches you, right? So how did he approach you and what was your first impression of him?
No, I was also flirting.
Acha, okay.
So it wasn't like, it wasn't one-sided.
Yeah.
He was flirting, I was flirting right back. But he
see.
got serious. I was still playing around.
Yeah.
I was fooling around. But he got serious before me.
So what moment you were like, okay, now I am also serious and I want to marry you as
I
well?
think that book clinched the deal.
Yeah.
When he sent me that book proposing to me.
How lovely. How
Yeah.
lovely. I want to talk about Jigra also. Like, got a lot of critical acclaim for sure, but at the box office it didn't do well. Did it affect you in any way? Because also there were a lot of people expecting it to be a huge hit before it released.
So, I tell you, when you're not the main lead anymore, the onus is not on you anymore. The pressure is off.
Yeah.
As a character, you want your film to do well, because when a film does well, it's good for everybody
Yeah.
concerned. But so obviously you feel a bit sad about a movie not doing well, but it doesn't end your existence. Like when you're a heroine, for that point of time, that Friday, you feel
Yeah.
कि पूरा पहाड़ ही सिर पे टूट गया, you
Yeah.
feel so bad for the next couple of months till your next release.
Right.
बट अब वो इतना ज़्यादा ट्रॉमा नहीं है. मतलब बहुत बुरा लगता है कि शिट, इट वाज अ गुड फिल्म, इट वाज अ गुड पार्ट, इट शुड हैव डन वेल, बट यू काइंड ऑफ गॉट टू मूव ऑन.
You've also done television, right? And
Yes.
a lot of television actors say that it's actually way more difficult to work on television than films because of the working hours. So, how has been your experience and how would
So
you compare
I've
the
only
two?
worked with the best producers of television,
Yeah.
whether it's Rajan Shahi or whether it's Ekta Kapoor. So I've had great experiences. I'm a pretty hardworking, high energy person. So the hours don't bother me. The hard work doesn't bother me. I am hyper energetic. So I need to be moving all day long. I'm not a person who lays even if I'm sitting at home. I'm on the move. Like अपने घर में ही मेरे 10,000 steps हो जाते हैं because I'm just moving from here to there, here to there, here to there.
Yeah,
So the hard work and the hours don't frazzle me.
I see.
Perhaps the repetitiveness of the character frazzles me, because on television what happens when you play a character and that show supposing goes on for a year,
Yeah.
then you realize that you're saying the same thing in different ways.
Right.
There's only so much that a TV show can do, right?
Yeah.
So I think it restricts you as an actor in some way, because you're stuck in that character. So maybe perhaps you would get bored after a bit कि यार वही चीज़ मैं कितने different तरीकों से बोलूँ.
Right.
But other than that, I had a great experience. I genuinely enjoyed the dress up and the hard work and the exposure, the instant gratification, because टीवी में मैं आज शूट करती थी, कल वो एपिसोड आ जाता था, and so there would be these hundreds of fans messaging me how much they like me or they like this outfit, or instant gratification मिल जाती है टेलीविजन. मूवी में क्या, by the time you shoot the movie and it comes out, it's like a 1 year long process, right?
Yeah. So would you agree कि आजकल ऐसे लोग बोलते हैं कि इंडियन टेलीविजन का कंटेंट पहले बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा था, अब एकदम लाइक ऐसे हलवा टाइप हो गया है, एंड लाइक एवरीथिंग इज लाइक द सेम, एवरी शो इज द सेम. सो डू यू अग्री विद इट?
I haven't seen every show to say that, and I don't know who has. so they're lying.
As in my same, like you know, like not much experimentations, like the same Saas Bahu story.
एक पता है आपको कि 4 कहानियां हैं पूरी दुनिया में. Every story stems out of 4 stories. So there is only so much conflict that you can have, whether it is between 2 sister-in-laws or 2 sisters or mother-in-law and daughter-in-law or mother-in relationship conflict. So in how many different ways will you present that conflict? So then it comes on to कैसा वो character है वो कैसे portray कर रहा है. क्योंकि बात तो वही वो बोल रहा है जो वो बहुत बार इंसान देख चुके हैं.
बट आपने एक बहुत अच्छा शो प्रोड्यूस किया था.
Oh my God, that show is still one of the biggest shows of Indian television.
And that was so much ahead of its time. I remember watching that show. It was not something that we had watched like on Indian and even now. Like if we take that show and if we compare any other show after that, I can't say I can't pinpoint ki it's of that level. So
I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, so you can also like do a lot. I'm sure your fans must be expecting since then that you know maybe you make a show.
एक तो वो type का ensemble cast I don't think अब कर पाएंगे कभी भी. You know that my show had the entire movie industry in it, from Karishma Kapoor to Sanjay Kapoor, Arbaz Khan, Jugal Hansraj. Every actor was a movie actor. The ensemble cast was intense and big. So that type of thing you won't be able to do on television anymore. Those type of budgets, even though I don't think you'll get, budgets have not increased that dramatically. They have increased, but in a weird sort of way. You know, the content has become way more different now. So very hard to create. And doing television and coming up with content 7 days a week, back to back, day after day is Superman work. So I think I'll stick to making OTT and movies.
Do you enjoy being behind the camera as much as you enjoy being in front of the camera? Yeah. So, I mean, that's like, but you must have discovered that passion of yours a little later, right?
Yes.
So, how did you get into
now
it?
I feel that now somewhere in my mind, I feel small creative sparks came perhaps look for the perfect project to direct myself.
Wow.
So maybe
all the best for
that. Now I'm happy acting. I'm happy in a zone of getting different kind of parts and working with the new a lot of people, working in this new age cinema,
right.
So for now I'm happy. Searching for myself and enjoying the creative process of being an actor.
So I have to ask you that how much vanity is important to you?
As an actor, you're very vain because constantly you're stalking yourself or being critical of yourself. You judge yourself over harshly before anybody else can judge you. And I think every human is vain in his own way. There are mirrors in everybody's houses for that reason. है ना?
But do you derive confidence and self-love out of how you look?
I do. I take pride in looking the way I do, being presentable, working out, being, you know, looking a certain way, behaving a certain way. So I take pride in that for sure. Like I wouldn't dress badly for, say if I'm going to a wedding, I would not insult you and myself by coming in jeans, for example. I just take pride in that whole process of looking a certain way and being respectful of occasion and person and place. Like if I'm going to meet, for example, a senior person, I will wear a sari or a salwar kameez and go. If I'm going to a mandir, I will go in a salwar kameez, nicely dressed. So I think I take pride in looking good and looking perfect for the occasion.
And you also put in so much of hard work in your physical health as well. Like we see, keep watching your reels, your skincare, your yoga. So how did you get into yoga and like fitness in general?
So I've always been into fitness from the time I was a child. Teenager से I was obsessed with fitness. कोई ना कोई मेरी fitness की hobby होती ही थी. So whether it was cycling long distance, whether it was running marathons, whether it was playing a sport, going to the gym, and then yoga I got into full time a lot around just before COVID. एंड देन कोविड में क्योंकि इतना फ्री टाइम था प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए, ऑल आई डिड वाज प्रैक्टिस योगा.
How lovely. So, what are you looking forward to in life right now?
Peace and happiness, the pursuit of happiness.
And what gives you peace?
Seeing that my family is happy and well settled,
Yeah.
everybody is healthy and fine and busy, that gives me a lot of peace. Finding good work, spending time with friends and family and pets gives me happiness. So it's a holistic approach.
One question I forgot to ask you, which I have to. These days we talk a lot about sisterhood, right? Like a lot about sisterhood, like women, like hyping up women.
The Behen code.
Yeah, the Behen code, exactly. The Behen code, exactly. But things in the 90s were kind of different. Even the magazines used to pit actresses against each other. So, do you see the evolution of sisterhood from that time to this time when you see girls in the industry?
For sure, because now I
Yeah.
feel I can't live without my Behen code. I can't live without my sisters.
Yeah.
Because they give me strength, they give me power, they hold me up when I'm down.
Yeah.
I spend good days with them and bad days with them. When I'm in a bad mood, I call up a friend. If I'm in a good mood, I call up a friend. So, and in the 90s, I didn't have that many friends. I was so focused on working, and I'd come from Dubai, so I didn't have friends here. So, that was a hindrance in my life. If I had the kind of sounding boards I have now,
Yeah.
I think even my career would have been different. Had I had those sounding boards to second guess my decisions, I would have had a friend who would have said, Shiva, ye mat kar, ye kar.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you-
So important.
Yeah,
So important.
Definitely. Do you also think that it was because women didn't have much power in the industry and they had to depend on other people for their success? As you mentioned that, being replaced at the last moment because somebody said to. So do you think that was the cause where because of that women used to not get along because they used
Yeah,
to,
insecurity
Yeah.
होती थी. एक insecurity and you're pitched against each other.
Yeah.
You're constantly watching. But अभी भी ऐसे actors हैं, हाँ, who will say कि why does she have a better outfit or why is her jewelry better? Who did her hair? There are.
I see.
I have heard of such incidents. Now it doesn't happen to me. No one dare do it to me. But I have heard with the younger lot.
Do you miss anything about the 90s?
Yeah, I miss having so many films.
That here is coming back for you for sure. And you're already like on the path of it.
Working towards it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for talking to us. It was so lovely to have you on our show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Sheba and you're watching me on Bollywood Hangama. Keep watching.